She said, Millie, I can't even articulate shit right now. Right? Look, I'm over here choosing my words. Let's go roll up. Let's go do drugs. Okay. Let's go do drugs. Might as well. Might as well. They said, don't say that. That's a soundbite. Fuck it. Y'all know what I said. Look, you know what the fuck I said, nigga. They gonna mix this shit up. That's their problem. I ain't got time for that. I gotta find a lawyer. And this industry is a dirty game. I keep telling y'all that. It is a dirty game. And there's some people that can tell you some things that'll have my shit looking like child's play. You a woman in this industry, you're a woman in these spaces, niggas promising you they're gonna take care of you and shit. Babe, let me tell you something. I ain't the first, I ain't gonna be the last. It's bitches that's done lost their cars. They done lost their house. They done lost their contract. Bitch, they done lost their song. Now, do you understand how Erica Mena felt when she walked in that studio and that bitch was singing that song? Now, do you understand? What about me? I've been singing "What About Me" from Effie all damn day, child. This too much. They said, "Bitch, I lost my job while I was at work a year ago this month." That's a cold lick, bitch. That's a cold lick. Okay. God damn. You just gotta sit in that. Just- Look, fuck it all. At that point, fuck it. We ball. Ain't no, not. Come on now. Why you got to do me like that, baby? Go ahead and clock off of me. Like for child.
A few moments later.
They said play betrayed at this point. It is what it is. Because even in the midst of anything I'm going through, as much as I may want to be like, bitch and fuck you, I can't never be anything other than who I am. So unfortunately, and I'm gonna use that word, even though I don't know how everybody feeling. I don't even know if niggas are aware. But unfortunately, I am the type of bitch that'll put somebody else's feelings before mine. And I do think about how me going on a rant would impact Daystar at a time such as this. And when it's come to this case, it's always been about standing for what I believe in and hoping that he sees freedom. So not doing anything to harm him in that way. So I don't even, like I said, I don't even feel free to speak a particular way because I know what kind of attention that brings. And that feels stifling. That feels suffocating. But at the end of the day, that's what I think is best. And I know what my intentions are. So I'm not going to get online and do all that. Yeah, I'm breaking down the go. But yes, I am very upset. Yes. And all of this shit is being done. And this does impact Daystar. Does everybody understand that? But you know what I think the idea is? Milagro case really don't. And it's now this to get you gotcha right here. Now I'm about to say a word. This movement feels like shit. Daystar gonna be good anyway. So by the time if we can get this nigga out, and that's that, then that's enough right there. and he'll have to deal with the rest of that shit. Because do you understand that Daystar and me are now synonymous in certain spaces? My case ties me and Daystar together. So how my case goes impacts Daystar directly. But I think that the idea is, listen, we got these people on board, and if we can get this nigga up out of here, all that other shit, that's secondary. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's being looked at like that. Like it's okay to go toss this shit to the side because shit, he about to be good. We about to get him up out of here, and then they'll be able to use that for the rest of their life. We got Tory Lanez out of prison. How many people would be willing to go put their life in their hands if they felt like they had gotten Daystar out of that situation with some of the most powerful people in the industry? How would they be able to market that for the rest of forever? You understand? So do you need to fight for my case if you got people down at the White House and it look like a nigga finna get out? You might lose some momentum. You might toss a nigga to the side. This is speculation, but that's how I look at it. Y'all feel confident in the way that this is going. So now it's fuck me. If Daystar gets freed, I still have a fucking Fed case that is still accusing both of us of harassing that girl. And it won't go away just because he gets released. If he gets released, it won't go away like that. And with this case still lingering and shit like that, the accusation still stands. And if they continue on and if they win, because I wasn't able to represent myself, it'll give them more of a leg to stand on to use it against Daystar. Like, hello. Right. And who you think they're gonna come for harder if things don't go their way with Daystar? Exactly. Of course. Of course me. Cause fuck me, right? Yikes. Let me tell you when I ain't gonna be able to hold it no more. And when I'ma just, and I pray this don't happen. If Daystar ever, like if Daystar was in some DMs with some shit like what Caesar did, that's gonna be an ugly day for the internet. Like if he did some shit like that, or if that nigga came out and tried to create distance like with me, or did some flaw shit, that's probably when I'm gonna crash out. Okay? So I hope that he don't know nothing about this shit, and I hope that he don't condone this behavior. That's my hope. Because that would be the day where, oh baby, you got me fucked up. But I don't foresee that happening, and I pray to God that that doesn't happen. But that would be the day where I would lose my shit. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Match one, nigga. They said, but if he get out, the next agenda is to separate him from you. Oh, really? All I know is this is a mess. Somebody said every day I understand why Jacob wrestled with that angel and said you ain't going nowhere till you bless me, bitch. Bitch, look, come here. You gonna show me that note? You gonna show me that note? They said they was wrestling for a minute too. You gonna give me that blessing? You hear me? You ain't leaving here without giving me something, nigga. In the name of God. Mm-mm. I need that, bitch. I feel like fighting an angel, bitch. I feel like Jacob. Let me go tweet that, bitch. I feel like Jacob. What my granny had called me that time. My granny had said that I'm like one of the characters from the Bible. Didn't she call me Job or some shit? And she was like, you always, you always suffering. I told y'all when she told me. It's escaping me right now. But she was like, poor. This how she said my name sometimes. Mia. She told me, poor Mia. When she in a playful mood. Child. Or Malaka. Child. You want to know something? All this shit going on. And my grandpa had been calling me. So I called my grandpa back. And they trying to fix up a bathroom. So my grandpa calls me. And he was like, we got a quote on the bathroom. So I already know where it's going. I'm like, okay. And he was like, yeah, so this how much it is. And whoop, whoop, whoop. And I said, okay. And he said, all right, thank you. And we got off the phone. And there was no part of me that felt like I could even bring myself to say, mm, well, maybe I shouldn't because I got this shit going on or nothing like that. It's just like, okay, just make it work because they need something. And I don't know if you know what it feels like to have the most important people in your life depend on you. But if you can relate, then you understood my feelings and you knew that that no wasn't an option. So I'm just like, okay, okay. Hold on, I'm finna like this shit. Right. And say the point is you gotta be strong even when you wanna be weak. Like even on your worst day, rent will still due. On your worst day, if you ain't pay the light bill, they gonna turn that shit off. No one cares. They said the cards have always come through and you gonna be okay. Okay. So no, I'm not following Unite the People. Finna block them. I don't even want to see them. And I hope that the mob stays united and we move forward in life. Because I don't want you to be confused. Why you still following them? I'm not. but I still don't hope that there's any hate sent their way. But I have, I literally just, okay. And I hope that y'all follow suit with not feeling like you need to speak on my behalf. Like I said, we need to put our energy elsewhere at this time. Yeah, I just press block. That wraps it all up into one. Just bye. Going on, cool on it. Somebody said I unfollowed all they ass, to be honest. Hmm. Y'all smoking? If you don't smoke, you got a bottle of water. You don't have to smoke to match one. Matching one just means let's vibe, let's chill. So if you're not a smoker, if you don't have no, if you're not somebody that want to get a little casual drink, you can get you some water. Somebody said I got hot chocolate. Whatever helps you to decompress. Even if you want to turn us down and read a book and just chill, it's just a moment to decompress. So you don't have to smoke. That's just my avenue. My favorite water is core water, and I will drink that cold. It'd be good than a bitch. That water touch my spirit. But I like room temperature water. Other than that, come on, Jamaican Festival. They said them glacier glass bottle water, child, that's the best. Listen, shout out to all that bougie shit. But that cold water from the gas station gonna get me on my level, bitch. Know that. Child, give me that shit cold.